Welcome to D Squared, third episode. We're here to do what we do best, review games. And who better to do that with than my
friend Dustin
partner in
Gaddick.
crime, Dustin Gaddick, yes.
Yep.
And Daniel Westbay.
How do you do, folks? Long time no see.
So, this show's actually going to be done a little differently.
Yeah.
We're going to preview some of the up-and-coming 2011 games.
Yeah, that's right.
What games are we going to take a look at, Dustin?
Well, we're going to take a look at 3 games. We're going to take a look at Deus Ex, Human Revolution. We're going to take a look at Dissidia, Final Fantasy 012. Strange way of titling, but that's the Japanese way of communicating, I guess. Morse code, people. Anyway, and the third game will be Zelda Skyward Sword.
So, without further ado, let's start it off.
All right, let's start it off. What do you want to start with? What are you most
I want to
excited
start
about
with
talking
Zelda
about right
because
now?
I don't want people to think that just because you
Okay.
mentioned it last that
Yeah.
the Wii is not in the running for any of these consoles.
Yeah,
So.
fair game, fair game. You know, Zelda Skyward Sword, I would have to say, first of all, we have, obviously, a lot of games that have set expectations. We have Ocarina of Time, we have then Majora's Mask, then we have Wind Waker, which was cel-shaded, then we have Twilight Princess, and now we have this new game that's coming out finally. It's called Skyward Sword, and it's a Zelda title. You know, I hate how Zelda's always the one that has their name on every freaking game.
Yeah, you'd think that, Link's past, on the Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
Days. But whatever. But by the looks of it, it looks like they actually improved. The Wii Plus is in motion with this one.
Yeah, that's right.
So if we go by what is supposed to be said, then the handling should.
Well, yeah,
better.
they did actually
Right.
emphasize on the fact that if you were to move the sword accordingly, moving about like in counterclockwise or clockwise, doesn't matter. Yeah, let's do this together. Yeah, and apparently it will do exactly that in the game. Obviously, thanks to the Motion Plus. So people are pretty excited.
The bad thing is, though, people are saying, and I have to agree to an extent, the Wii does have to come on par with graphics.
Yes, it's been falling behind. Oh,
right?
for sure. It's not a massive improvement, but I'm not entirely sure if their intention in terms of Nintendo, if their intention to make Zelda a cartoonish style game in the first place, because they've been manipulating so many different areas and avenues, cell shading, cartoon based, right?
One thing, I think maybe you brought it to my attention, is that Zelda's not wearing tights anymore.
Yes,
he's grown to his big boy pants.
You will notice.
Mommy, wow!
I'm a big kid now. Basically, Link finally is wearing pants instead of tights. A lot of people actually are taking this to be a positive change. It's basically the kind of pants of manhood, should we say. Plus 10 dexterity, folks.
So what would you do? I think any game, like the previous year with Donkey Kong, I think this game's going to be a total hit. It's going to be hot. It's going to be hot.
I'm going to be reluctant, unfortunately. I've been waiting for a great successor of Ocarina of Time. And you know what? No successor has been around to date. Twilight Princess was a major disappointment, so I'm going to say it's a not for me, man.
Really? I think I like Twilight Princess.
Well, if you think it's hot, that's cool. I think it's not.
It's going to be hot. So you think it's not?
No, for 2011, not a title I'm interested in.
Okay, and now moving on, we have Deus Ex Human Revolution.
Okay. Basically, the people that made Deus Ex, we know that it's Eidos Montreal that's taking charge with this, which is Montreal, Eidos, and Square Enix. I'm okay with the fact that this is going to happen because I've already seen a look of the game, and it doesn't look too bad.
It looks pretty good.
Actually, it looks pretty intense.
But you know what I would like to see is them maybe take the same route as Mass Effect with the RPG way. Now I don't know if I think it's just going to be a straight up action game.
It is going to have some role playing elements such as experience gaining, the technical trees, the abilities that you unlock and you discover over time. Very simplistic because you've seen so many games that have that kind of element anyway. But ultimately it's the way you can choose how to execute your opponents and planning it out, because you have this interesting,
Yeah.
see-through walls, guns that shoot through walls.
Every game says that. You know, Call of Duty Black Ops came out last year. You're gonna have to use tactics. No, you don't.
No,
but this game, I don't know. It's tough because you don't know much about the company, and you don't know.
And it's been actually a long time.
And you know, watching some of the videos where it's story, I'm still like, so what's my connection? Like, what am I supposed to like?
It's been a long time, dude. Remember, the first Deus Ex was at 2000.
I know, but this is the prequel to all that.
I know. Apparently, this is a prequel to all the other Deus Ex titles, but we'll see what happens.
I just want to see how they're gonna take. For you to care about the main character.
It is going to be at your own leisure. So yeah, ultimately, I'm gonna say it's a hot title.
I'm gonna say it's not. I'm tired of first-person shooters. I'm tired of the "you are the guns, you are the only hope to humanity." Blah 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 blah. You have to be the good guy.
Next title is going to be Dissidia.
Dissidia
012.
Beep, beep,
Final Fantasy.
Beep, 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 beep.
So Final Fantasy Dissidia, the original Dissidia title that came out not long ago, it's actually become quite super popular in Japan, and I think I have to say, and I vouch for everyone, only in Japan.
I mean, Dissidia wasn't a bad game. It was one of the few Final Fantasy games that I enjoy.
And it actually incorporated a crazy idea. Let's throw the RPG mix, but just have everyone freaking fight each other like it's in the goddamn Matrix. It's just insane combat systems, man.
Over the top combos, over the top running,
crap.
over the top.
Like, 26 hit combo.
The look of this one looks better.
Yeah.
The only concern I have is, what are they going to do next?
Well, as far as I know, because I'm a hardcore fanboy when it comes to Final Fantasy, I've done some research. They're going to be adding extra characters, such as Kain, Lightning, Vaughn, Yuna, Edia, Laguna.
See, and like you, only a Final Fantasy fan.
Yes, I know. But mostly, they're basically updating with a lot of the previous... because since Dissidia encompasses all protagonists and antagonists from all the other Final Fantasy titles, they're just basically adding extra characters that they wanted to add from the original title, but they didn't get the chance to because they were rushing to release it in North America. So
everything.
Yeah, like everything. Thank you, Japan, for leaving us out for that time. But some of us have been patient, like myself, long enough to see it soon come out. Unfortunately, it's still to be announced in terms of the release date for North America, but we are hoping it does come out at 2011.
Like the other two also.
Like the other two. But in any case, I'm going to say that this is a hot title just because I own the first one. And this is supposed to be a prequel to this storyline. I'm still going to play it anyway because it's so fun. And it's just, I can't wait to see the extra characters they throw in there.
The first wait and see.
Wow. That's a wait. I've never seen that one.
I'm not entirely sure.
Wait and see. So, we're going to see you later. And enjoy the rest of the show, folks. D squared out.